Warden is better than you think he is. More than that, a lot of operators that share his similar theme are better for the overall game than the community is giving them credit for. Every time I play Warden, I quickly get a bunch of question marks in chat asking, why Warden? Besides the fact that he generally looks like a badass, my pick of Warden is always the same. He's a situational master. He's an operator I choose in a situation where I'm looking to counter a smoke plant or repeatable flashbangs to the face. Now there's only a couple of sites that I run him on, but all share that similar concept. The sites are Coastline Kitchen, Chalet Trophy, as well as Bank Basement for holding the stairs on occasion. Now he is clearly not the only operator that can get the job done on these specific sites. There are plenty of alternatives that I can pick. But sometimes if you notice a pattern in the enemy's play, specific thing or habit they do over and over again, then possibly breaking out a Warden can move your match into your favor. Whenever I play on Coastline, I pay heavy attention to the enemy team's utility usage and operator choices. If I see operators like Capitao or Ying or heavy usage of flashbangs during a defense on Hookah, I will immediately pick Warden when our team moves to Kitchen. His ability can either act as a deterrent or a direct counter to enemy utility, and combine that with his laser-like MPX for long pre-fires into doorways or windows, and the site becomes a strong position for him. Warden was designed for a time when the meta was dominated by Ying and Glaz, who would smoke off an area, flashbang the whole room, and push into site aggressively. Now, with the possibility of Ying seeing more play due to her recent upcoming buffs, then Warden may very well be the best operator to hard counter the massive amount of throwables that Ying can deploy. Now, I'm not just saying try to counter Ying. There are plenty of operators who have flashbangs, and with multiple operators yeeting them into sight, it can be difficult to counter them all. In one situation, I witnessed a teammate playing Warden counter 4 flashbangs, 2 smokes, on top of 2 candelas to hold the position and wipe out an enemy team pushing sight. In this specific situation, he is the only operator who is equipped to deal that extreme usage of utility. Pretty much every other operator would have died. Keeping the theme of direct counters, let's talk about Nook. While she's an operator I barely ever use, and my only clip of her comes from an AFK pick, her concept is completely valid and is tied to counter a very specific type of playstyle. If you have a read on an enemy team that they are holding an area only via cams like a Maestro or a Valcam, and instead of actively checking with their face or running a lesion, then Nook can be used to stealth in and catch a team by surprise. Up to the other side, the concept can be carried over to operators for different situations. For example, Amaru, who allows for quick rotations to open rooms once information is gathered, allowing you to get in and hold while teammates repel in behind you. She allows for a dynamic playstyle due to the pure speed that she can go from the ground floor to inside of a building. I've been using her for a couple different sites, but for example, on console at top floor, I've been using her to quickly get into admin once enemies have been confirmed out of the area. So say, for example, you're attacking from the yellow stairs side. If I leave a drone in admin and I confirm that they've rotated away, I will jump down, swap over to the other side, and quickly get into the building, then hold for my teammates to repel in behind me. This allows for rotations if we deem necessary, and allows for a attack to start from the other side if we see the defenses on one side of the map is too substantial for us to push. I'm highlighting these 3 specific operators because the community at large have marked them as weak, but instead I urge you to look at them as fulfilling a role. With the amount of operators we currently have, and with up to 100 planned, situational operators is what will make the game far more interesting and strategic, and also help the longevity of Siege. On top of that, strategic operator choice is a concept that should not just be handled by these operators. This should be something that you think about each round as you formulate a strategy for your upcoming rounds. Have a team that is super aggressive and rushing? Bring traps like Legion, Ella, and Capcan. Have a team that's using drones exceptionally well? Bring a Mute and a Mozzie. Tons of throwables? You get the idea. Analyze the round to think of what operators will counter the structure of the enemy team and exploit the weaknesses that they appear to have. What I'm saying is, don't pick an operator without taking strategy into consideration. Sure, you can brute force your way onto site and win with pure firepower sometimes. But if the enemy team is smart and you're trying to funnel through a single door into a crossfire, you're probably going to lose 90% of the time. Instead, make sure you have operators that support your hard breach, and so you can get multiple paths into the objective. Even as I criticize Ashmain sometimes, she can be a fantastic operator to play vertical game to clear denial from walls and to allow for breach. The whole point of this video is to make you think about your operator choices differently, because as I play, I see so many poor operator choices, which makes winning rounds exponentially harder. So make the game easier for yourself. Think about operators as a solution to a problem and make sure you have the correct tools to clear those problems out of your way. I wish you the best of luck in your future games, and as always, my name is Jpeasy. Take it easy.